Hey everybody, it's Nico with another ThoughtLoad here, and it's going to be a crypto update. Last one was a couple months ago, and something happened recently that echoes what I've been talking about in all of these for a long time, and that's something involving regulation. Recently, the SEC chairman was interviewed, I think, by Congress or something along those lines, and he never answered one way or another to one question, and it was talking about Ethereum. And the question was, is Ethereum a security? And he was unable to provide a clear answer. And the reason why that's an issue is because it keeps everything stagnant. It doesn't allow for any movement to happen. Even if the answer was no, that means that companies know what to do. They know how to handle the asset, how to set themselves up legally to handle it with customers, buy and sell, trade, and what have you. And because he didn't answer no or yes, everyone's just waiting. He basically just kicked the can down the road because of the words that came out of his mouth. And this is what I've been talking about the whole time. Banks are ready. Businesses are ready. And heck, in the past, I think month, JP Morgan announced that they didn't even announce it. They started doing Bitcoin trading. They started offering Bitcoin trading and they released it quietly. That's actually how I found out. That was the headline of the little news break, was JP Morgan quietly releases Bitcoin trading over the weekend. I mean, that's nuts. That's one of the largest companies out there in that sector. And so if big companies are accepting it, but governments are pumping the brakes, at least I can understand why, from a government perspective, they want to be sure of what's going on. But we have people that are dealing with cryptocurrency on a major scale that are ready to go and simply waiting on a word that is not being given. And here's the other thing. The SEC chairman admitted to never even using cryptocurrency. And so we have a person making legal decisions that involve an entire country when he's never even used the technology himself. So the guy doesn't even understand it. Would you listen to or agree with someone who was governing, I don't know, the agricultural industry and corn and wheat and soy, and they'd never spent time on a farm or didn't know how plants grew? Same thing with doctors. Would you want someone to govern the United States that wasn't a doctor themselves? They don't even know medicine? That's basically what's happening here with the SEC, and the financial implications are huge. So again, I urge everyone to do their research to understand Bitcoin specifically, but also Ethereum and all of the other cryptocurrencies that are out there. Because in one way or another, certain cryptocurrencies are going to be here for the long run. I think we can pick out a few of the top 10 or 50 right now, but new ones are going to emerge as time goes on, as industries start to evolve and industries start to appear. Remember when social media was not a thing? So the social media marketing industry and advertising thing was not a thing. I mean, that was 90s, right? Same type of thing is going to happen with cryptocurrency. There's going to be new horizons, new industries that are created when this technology is implemented and accepted. Heck, and it's really already starting. Burger King has a location in Paris that accepts Bitcoin. And my question to the listeners here with that fact is, do you think there's going to be more Burger Kings that accept Bitcoin or less in the next 2 to 5 years? And then ask that same question with every single industry, especially the banking industry and the financial industry. And then if you understand the economics of Bitcoin, how it's created, how many there are, how it's distributed, all that stuff, how it's governed, I think you'll start to realize that from a long-term investment perspective, right now, there is nothing better than Bitcoin. And you can look up statistics to prove it. So guys, do your research. Keep an eye out for what's happening in the crypto world. And if you do your research and feel comfortable, I definitely think it's an industry that's worth getting involved in financially. But this isn't advice, so don't take my word for it. Check it out yourself and see, imagine what a future with crypto would look like. Guys, thanks again for listening to today's Thought Load. Stay tuned next week for another one. And as always, begin the duel, win the day.